Hello everybody, here we are back again, and this live is going to be at least for 2 hours, and in this one mainly we will be focusing on getting this pencil functionality implemented. This is the thing that's causing the problem. Remaining things are okay. So let's get this thing done. And if I just look at this, it's behaving like this right now. And I'm not getting the region behind this. So what we are gonna do right now is simply try to figure out the region behind this and just solve this thing. Okay, so first of all, let's create a function, and there are many things right now just at the same place. Even it could be problematic to just get the things done in the right way. Okay, ultimately this is the class, so kind of okay. So this is the class. It has a constructor, set tool. I hope I'm audible right now. Let me check this thing. Yeah, I am audible, and let me actually check whether the live is on or not. Just a sec, I'll be back soon. Let me check this thing first of all properly. Okay, I'm audible too. So let's continue from here on. So the first thing is going to be, that is looking for the bug that is there, ultimately getting the things in the right way so that they work the way I want them to work. I'm sending the context and everything. Once the context is sent, those values are actually being used this way right here. Draw line is here. It's actually getting all the values. Well, it's up to us. And then at the end of the day, they are getting converted. So we have start x and start y. They are here. Start x2 and x1, x2 y2 start, and that's what we are getting here, x2 y2. It could be problematic just think of this thing this way. So let's do one thing. Let's make it start x because we are getting the same thing from there. Let's make it start y. Then this is going to be end x, and this is the current one, and this is going to be end y, something like this. And at the end here, I will be first of all converting it as usual. So it will be like this, and x1 is going to be end x, y1 is going to be end y. So it's getting converted. And apart from this particular thing, whenever I'm drawing that, when I'm drawing init handlers, this name is even crazy, init handlers. What does this mean? What exactly does socket, this dot socket dot on, get socket messages, something like this. This name is great, get socket messages, and inside the constructor we will be keeping this only, get socket messages. And then init mouse handlers, that's okay. So get socket messages, here we have this. Then ultimately we are getting the data, logging the values, that's okay. And then clearing the canvas, the canvas is being cleared, that's okay. And it happens when we get the data, the canvas is cleared every time. But we were not doing this thing over there. We were getting the data, we were rendering the things. Those values were not being saved inside the existing shapes. Great. So these existing shapes are going to be here like this. As per the pencil, we will not save it inside existing shapes because it will have to re-render over and over. Okay, so whenever I am getting the messages, mainly getting the messages of circles and all, then this will be saved there. But when I am getting the message not this one, suppose when I start drawing, what happens? Mouse down, setting this thing right here, mouse up. Even I can do one thing, I can set the value of this in a better way. Mouse down handler, it simply gets the values, that's okay, but it doesn't get the values in the right way. So this can be the improvement over here. So ultimately let's create a function called that will be named, even before that let's check out this draw line where all it's being used. Draw line, it's being used at 3 places. This is the first one, second one, and where is the third one? This is the first one. Okay, and what all I am sending here, shape and x, x, y. Okay, so let's do this thing. It will be like this: shape dot start x, shape dot start y, shape dot end x, and shape dot end y. It's going to be like that, and y. So this thing is done right now, and once this thing is done, if I reload the page, I'm getting the things like these. Okay, first of all let's get the position. First of all I'm gonna create a function called get position, and that will be getting the starting and ending position. So for that thing, mouse move, mouse up, mouse down, and go to get positions. Where do I need to get positions? Get position function should be like the top one, so that I can easily just send the event and get the position, because of course I'm using the event. So let's create a top function. We have clear canvas here, we have get message here, we have mouse ender here, these are the things here, and let's keep it at the bottom. Get positions. Just a sec. Alright, yeah. So there's gonna be a function called get position. This function will simply take some values, maybe input as if, and that will be an event, and of course that's gonna be mouse event, and once it has got that, it will be simply returning the positions. And as for the positions, it will get the rectangle, and then it will actually get the current position if I'm not wrong. E.client x. So const rect is equal to canvas that we have dot this dot canvas dot get boundings, client rect. We have got the boundings. Once we have got the boundings, we will be just returning x as e dot client x minus rect dot left, and y is equal to a dot client y is minus rect dot top, something like this. Any problem with this? The problem is this, it cannot be like this. So this is where I'm just simply, this function simply returns the positions, and once it returns the positions, so wherever I'm getting the positions, first of all on mouse down handler I'm getting it, these positions. So I can get it here, const x and y from get this dot get positions, and I have to just pass an event. This is way, and then the value that I got x is going to be here, and the y value is going to be assigned to this particular start y, because I'm getting the start values only. They can be start value, they can be the current values, depends. So this is where I've got the values. Ultimately it gets the event and sends us the coordinates, the right ones. Similarly, I'm gonna be going with the mouse move. Here I am needing, I can get the sizes here. I am getting the positions, get size here, and again it will also take the event. It will be mouse event, something like that. And what is actually happening here, mouse move, I'm actually getting the size of that. So e dot client x is the current one, so I will get the current positions, and then I will minimize them, that I mean subtract that, not minimize. So first of all get the current position, so const x and y is equal to this dot get positions. So I'm getting the positions, I'm giving the I'm giving it the event to. So once I've got the positions, what will I do? I will get the sizes. So ultimately I have to return I have to return the width, and I have to return height. So when it comes to width, so width is going to be the current position minus this dot start x, this one, and height is going to be current position and this dot start y, something like this. Once this thing is done, I can easily use this get size function. So instead of doing this much here, I can get the width from get size, and this could be this that could be actually this dot get size, and I have to pass the event inside that. Once this thing is done, I will be getting the values, and they are going to be width and they are going to be height, something like this. This is getting done here. I'm getting the sizes, that's great. Selected tool is this dot selected tool, that's great. Even that thing is here, selected tool is being retrieved. This dot ctx style, that's okay. Ctx will be given here, and it should work fine. One more thing, mouse move is here, and apart from this thing, mouse down working fine. Mouse up, I need to get the things here as well, so it's going to be this, and this dot get positions, not sizes, and the size is going to be, I have to just pass the event, that's it. The size will automatically be retrieved from there, it will be returned. So I have width here, and I have height here, and then I have the selected tool, I have the shapes, and then the simply things are going on. Let's see whether it's working or not. Well, it's working fine. I can just draw a circle, I can draw a rectangle, and this works fine. I can draw the color, like the pencil things. The thing is that if I start drawing, it does not draw the way I want it to draw. That's okay, I will figure it out. So this much we have done so far. Even I can clear my database, and at least I will be able to get good results. So this is the circle, this is the rectangle, they are working fine. There is only one thing I have to handle, that so the first thing is that as soon as I click down, as soon as mouse down, I have set the coordinates, that thing is done. Then the second is time, whenever mouse up, it's going to be false, that is also getting done. This mouse move thing is great. there is something I need to take care of. Whenever I start mouse up is okay, it becomes false, and again I get the width and height, and once I got the width and height, I'm simply getting the shape if that is equals to rect or circle, and I'm then deciding like getting the radius of that. Once I've got the radius, I'm just simply sending it. That's great. If there is no shape, then returning it. If there is shape, so this dot existing shapes is equal to push dot shape, simply pushing it to existing shapes, and this dot socket is equal to, I'm just simply sending the data here. Data of these two things is being sent. Okay, should not be problematic. By the way, the most important thing is this, it's getting false, and the thing is that move. So this dot clip, if this dot clipped, that means yeah, that's okay. If this is true only, then I will be able to draw. So width I got, height I got, and these are mainly for rect and circles. Mainly it is for I can get the circle radius with the help of that. So let's even check this thing. I need to clear the rectangle. Okay, clear canvas. This dot ctx, simply getting this thing. This dot start x and this dot start y. But the thing is that as soon as I start, wow, that is the problem. Thing is that as soon as I start drawing a pencil, this dot start x and this dot start y, the value of this changes, because that's setting the things by default. That's right. So whenever I switch to mouse, so ultimately the value of this should be null. By default, when I'm selecting, by default what is the value of this? The value of it is 0 0. As soon as I click, the value gets changed. So as soon as I click down, mouse down, the value of this and this changes. Okay, so ultimately if I click down, it changes. That's great. If I click down, it changes. But if I click on pencil and then if I click this, it starts from there. So the pencil changes the starting point and that. Okay, when I clicked to rectangle, I'm still unable to get the current position. When I clicked on circle, I'm unable to get the current position. Okay, that means as soon as pencil is selected and I start drawing something, whenever I start drawing something, what happens? In the pencil section, okay, even here I can get the things in the right way. So I have end x, crazy stuff. First of all, I can get the values of start x and start y from this dot start x and start y. That's okay. So const start x is equal to this dot start x, const start y is equal to this dot start y. I'm just simply getting the values, and the thing is that I need to get the current values. So those current values are going to be const current ones are gonna be suppose x and y, and they're gonna be from this dot get position, and I need to give it the event because yeah, I need to pass the event. This thing is done, and I can name them different. The first one is gonna be end x, the second one is gonna be end y. So this is how it's getting done. Then I have the values of these. Ultimately I got this thing too. from this I'm getting a start x start y. That means I can even shorten this like this, and I can get the value of start x and I can get the value of start y. Even this one is okay. So this is how I'm actually getting the values whenever I'm moving the things. So I got the values and I'm sending it to the database. The problem is this, that the value of start x and start y, they are still the same. Even when I click on that, when I start moving, I get the value of start and start y directly. When I click down, it changes, right? No, it starts from there only. Ultimately this is the start point of it for a circle. I mean that is the start point. Why it actually became the start point? Even when it comes to circle, rectangle, that is the start point. And it only happens when I start drawing the pencil. That becomes the start point. Like even if I select this, even I click mouse down handle, nothing happens. CLG mouse down. Mouse down, and when mouse down, mouse down, it's working. So the thing is that when mouse down is actually selected, the current position should change. I'm getting the current positions. I'm assigning the values here to this dot start x. And when the value has been assigned, CLG x and y, I have to check whether that particular value is getting saved or not. So let's check this thing out. Gonna be quite tricky, but okay. First of all, let's 283 and 600 360. The last one, this is the circle 283 360. 441 557. What is the, we didn't draw anything, I just clicked. That's right. So let's first of all clear the backend database and then start trying. So this time 213, I drew the circle, and I got even two shapes got saved in the database. Wow. When I draw a rectangle, two shapes are getting saved. Okay, I'll figure it out later on, that's not a big problem. Ultimately two requests are going, that could be because of that. Get it. But the thing is that 213 and center x, okay, in circle it's hard to get. 134.90 and 134.90 x and y, that is clear. Again, if I get another one 495, it will be that 495 to 55. If I click on the pencil, and this much is done. What was that from the beginning? That was 214 501. Pencil 214 501. That's okay. Okay, this much 220 538. 220, 538. Let's draw a circle, a rectangle. 300, 310 and 434. 225, 30. This is the previous one. That means this is not getting changed though. Whenever rectangle is called, the value of x and the value of y is still the same. It is not getting changed at all. I got the value this, but this didn't get changed. Okay, I can just try this thing out too. The value is not getting changed. X and y are there, and the value of console.log just after this dot start x and this dot start y, even this dot start y. Let's check whether the value of this changes or not. Reload the page. 482, 496. Well, the value of that is changing. Both the values are same. If the values are same, then whenever this thing happens, whenever mouse move happens, and then I get the value this, even I have to check the value here. CLG this dot start x and this dot start y over here. Okay, let's try it again. Same, great. And whenever mouse move happens, well, that did not even get logged. This dot start x, I am moving the mouse. Sorry, that was for rectangle. Let's keep it on the top and let's try it again. Well, 214, 501. I need to figure this thing out. Ultimately, pencil is causing the problem, that is for sure. Let's get this thing done. Not this. Circle 306, and then say this is always the same. Rectangle, this is always the same. Pencil, this 209, 278. It is 206, 207. It is always like that only. Okay, above that it is changing. Got it? And if I just go below it, 174, well, it's not changing at all. Why? This is not getting changed. 124, that is the same. And the thing is that this time if I take a rectangle, it is 191, 469, and then 124, 77. It exactly got that. Whenever I'm drawing, what could be the reason? Why does the value of this does not change? This dot start x, we are doing it here, it changes here. Okay, if it actually changes here, it should change here as well. My mouse move. when the mouse move happens, I'm getting the width and height change. When the mouse move happens, I need to get these values to get positions. So I'm getting these things. I'm getting start x, I'm getting start y, I'm getting end x and y, width and height. Thing to check here. The first one is gonna be start, this thing. Second thing is gonna be end. And one more thing, that's gonna be size, and that's gonna be width, and second one is gonna be height, something like this. So I'm just getting these three things here. I don't need here. I even need to check like what value got changed from there. That's right. So this is it. Let's check this thing out. Empty the database. Uncaught. Okay, never mind. Circle is selected. 233 148. Start was 233, end was 233 to 148. Size was 233 148. Okay. This much. That's crazy, yeah. Let's end it. Okay, size, I got this, and then this. Let's go to the top. This was the starting points coordinates, and start is always the same, 62 153, 462 153. It is always the same. Starting is done. When it comes to ending point, so 463 53, 462 53, so ultimately 475 53, it's changing. What about the width? Size 102030, ultimately size is also changing. These things are changing. Great. Same thing will happen with this. This is the not like this. Let's create a proper one. Let's go to the top. Okay, so 301 and 381. Starting is this, and it is always the same. Okay, and the other thing is this. 312 381. And is always changing, size is also changing. Great. These two things are okay so far. Let's click on this one. Starting is this. Just do this much. 498 268. 498. Starting is always the same. Yeah, right. Starting is always the same. End changes. It was 499 268. Here it's a 404, and the size, width, that also changes. Great. If I click another one, 352 544, it works. And if I move it, it has that. Amazing. If I choose another one, 499, so starting is 499 311. Let's select this one. Okay, let's select this one, 2852. And then at the end of the day we have start is 5228. Start should always be the same. But when it comes to this, start always changes. Yeah, that's right. It was 52,528 and it is 152,528. Well, this is not happening. The end was 554 and 210, and the starting was should be like that, but that is not like that. Interesting. So ultimately this thing is not working properly. Whenever I'm setting the value, where am I setting the value? I'm merely setting the value in the draw line section. This is the draw line, and this is where I'm setting the value of start x and start y. So over here, x1 and y1, what are these? What the hell? The value of x1 and y1, the value itself is changing. That means I should go with this, end x and end y. End x, and this is gonna be end y, because I'm swapping the values. This thing is okay. The crazy thing is this. Let me first of all empty to the database, reload the page. Circle is okay, rectangle is okay, but as soon as I start drawing this, wow. Oh, what the hell, we were missing with one thing, and now it starts from there. We will figure it out. Hello, we made it. Cheer me up now. Okay, let's go ahead with this thing. There is still one problem, I know that. I will fix that. But the best thing is that right now we are able to draw. Hello. And not only this, we can refresh the page, we will still get this. We are able to draw a circle, a rectangle. We are able to draw a circle. There is still an issue, that is the value gets the same every time. And if I start drawing right here, then it will start from here, I know, here. So I have to get rid of this problem. But apart from this thing, the best thing is that we are able to draw anything. I can just say hi, and this thing is working. There is only one problem: when I draw circles and when I draw rectangles, they start whenever I just starting end is here. So if I draw a circle right now, it will start from there, and if I draw it here, it will start there. Rectangle will start here. So that is the problem that I'm facing right now. Remaining things are great. So at least something is solved. The another problem, that is this, that you set the value here. Whenever you click, the values change, and when the value change and you start drawing these things, you are getting start from this. Yeah, but the thing is that the same value I'm changing when I'm just down click this dot start x and this dot start y. Those values are being changed even I'm checking this thing. So let's draw a pencil, and while drawing a pencil, at the end of the day I will draw a pencil, and when the pencil is drawn, I wanna check its last coordinates. They can be found in the database. That's easy peasy. When I got the last coordinates, I wanna check whether the next, whenever mouse move happens. So first of all, let's check this thing. I have pencil here. Let's open this thing. Okay. This is the coordinate, current coordinate, and if I just keep going, no way, this is not something I wanted. Let's go with this. This is the current coordinate. I start moving. 310, 193. Current coordinates are changing, and this is 302, and oh shit, yeah. This was 200. This is not good. Reload the page. It is misbehaving again. It's misbehaving because there are diagrams. It doesn't misbehave when I just simply use pencil. I can do anything. It doesn't do anything. But as soon as I get them, I get the circles and all, I start getting the problem. I got the circle, and then if I use this, even this is not, yeah, now I'm facing this issue. Crazy stuff. Alone they are working fine, but whenever they start sharing the variables, they start conflicting. Something really big is wrong. It could be because when we talk about circles like this, nothing happens in here alone. It's working really. No. I'm facing this problem here too. when even right now I should not be facing that. Right now I'm not facing any issue, it's working fine, it's working fine, it's working fine. But as this increases, I will start facing the issue. Even right now not facing ting 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 ting, not facing any issue, it's working fine so far. Even it's working great. What is the problem? Now I will start facing the issue. Slowly it does not happen, faster it happens, and when it starts happening, reload the page, do it again, sorry, do it again, and then do it slowly. Does the same thing happen on this particular thing? Pencil, reload. Oh, let's change the color of this first of all. Pencil, where is that? Oh, this is the pencil part. I must have color set somewhere. Let's remove this color. That's it, should be enough. We have pencil in here. Let's first of all get rid of the database. Why am I even needs to be done? Yeah, can't really do anything. Pencil database. Let's get rid of the values. Delete. Reload the page. Okay, if I just do it really quick. Well, still nothing happens in here. Doesn't matter how quick I do it, it's really soft. What are we doing this way, this side? We are simply rendering it. But we are doing this side. What happens is that whenever mouse move happens, we are rendering it. Here as well. We are doing the same thing, and then we are saving to the database. Whenever mouse move happens, first of all we are doing this. I can keep it inside a try catch block. Well, I should not get an error, but for safety purpose, CLG error saving the data. Error is going to be here. So this thing is done, and the positions, they are gonna be the start and end. They are not needed here, but I need them there. But I need to check the values. Doesn't really matter. Now we are facing this issue. Why are we facing this? Initially it was fine, and then getting it again. But now, what different are we doing here? The thing is that when I click on this, I'm saving the data, and the data is being sent back to the client. Let's check the WebSocket this time. WebSocket backend, src, index.js. What am I sending? Chat. What am I doing here? I'm creating the chat, and then I'm sending the same chat message room ID. Sending the message. This is the same message that I'm sending back. Same message is being sent. Once the message goes there, clear canvas runs. Do I need to use different databases for both, or I should be able to save it in the same database? What is the best practice? Hey, suppose I'm working on the clone of Excalidraw application. Now what all should I need to keep in mind? Like, should I create different databases for different shapes, or I should create different WS server for different shapes? Because when I draw rectangles and circles, at that time I'm just clearing the whole canvas so that I don't see lots of rectangles and circles. But when I start drawing the line, at that time I don't really need to refresh the page that much. I just need to simply add the things on top of that. So what can I actually do here? Because when it comes to rectangle and circle, I need to clear the whole canvas, but when it comes to pencil, I don't need to clear the whole canvas. So what could be the best way? Okay, let's check this out. You generally want one shared model of shapes. You generally want you generally want one shared model of shapes plus one WS server per room. Then always redraw from the model instead of separate servers blindly clearing for each tool. Core mental. Think of the canvas just as a render target, not the source of truth. Keep an in-memory array like element shape, rect circles, freehand strokes, etc. Each element has type, point, style, etc. Type, point, style. On every change, add move, size, resize it. You update elements locally and via WebSocket for others. Okay, clear the canvas once. Loop elements to re-render. This is how most collaborative whiteboards and games do it. Full redraw each frame. Change is simple and surprisingly fast for typical whiteboard sizes. Clearing versus incremental updates. Pencil, rectangle, circles, etc. Should all follow the same pattern. Update element list, then do a full redraw. Don't trade some tools, just draw on top forever. Optimizing by clearing only dirty regions. Clear rect for is possible. It's define a shape union rectangle, ellipse, freehand, and a single draw shape CTF shape. For live drawing, dragging to size a rect or pencil stroke. Keep a draft element while dragging render elements. Press draft element on every point on pointer. Push draft element into elements in broadcast. For live drawing, dragging to size a rect or pencil stroke. Keep a draft element while dragging. Okay. Render with elements plus draft element on every point move. Okay. On pointer up, push draft element into elements and broadcast. Use multiple canvases only if needed for UX. For example, for static elements 1. I don't know how am I going to get out of it. One option is there. I can actually ask for the mistake. Game. What wrong am I doing here? Yeah, tell me. I'm done figuring out the problem too. The main problems. Pencil strokes are never added. Existing shapes on mouse up. So they only exist as immediate pixels. Draw and then vanish for others or re-render. Pencil uses per segment WebSocket message in mouse move while rect circles uses single on mouse up. So your state model is inconsistent and hard to replay. What is this? Okay, what is this? Existing shapes is use the copilot or better solution. That's right, but the thing is that I only use AI when it gets too hard, and that is why I don't have installed yet. I could use copilot is better, but I'm not in the even habit of using that. So let's see if it can solve the problem. Existing shapes is your single source of truth used by clear canvas to redraw everything. That's right. In mouse of handler, you only create a shape for rect and circle. Push it to the existing shapes and broadcast once. Pencil is completely ignored there. So no final pencil element is stored. The mouse handler. Mouse move handler. Rect and circle, you do the correct pattern. Clear canvas, then redraw or preview without mutating existing shapes. You do the correct pattern, clear canvas, and then redraw or preview without mutating existing shapes. For pencil, you instead send on every move, call draw line directly, immediate mode pixels. Never call clear canvas or update existing shapes for the segment. Okay. As soon as something you or appear triggers clear canvas, only the shapes in the existing shapes are redrawn. So the previous pencil pixels are lost. No, they're not lost. They are getting saved using on message. How to fix this? Treat pencil as a proper shape instead of single start x start y, and this pencil shape is equal to pencil x y array. Points. Okay. On mouse down with pencil, create a draft stroke with the first point. On mouse down with pencil, create a draft stroke with the first point. On each mouse move with pencil, push the new point into draft stroke dot points. Okay. Option A, simple single user, just draw the segment between last and new point. Okay. And then option B, clear canvas, draw all the existing shapes. Draw all existing shapes. Then draw the whole draft stroke once. Okay. Mouse up, push draft stroke into existing shape. Broadcast one pencil shape over WS, same as rect and circle. Now every client receives the same shape, and clear canvas plus existing shape maps draws will reproduce the full drawing including pencil. Unify WebSocket. Keep the protocol shaped based, not event based. What does this mean? Keep the protocol shape based, not the event based. Socket.send type shape add. In on message password in shape add. Shape this dot existing shape, push shape, and then clear canvas. Most of the things are going out of my mind. This way react, circle and pencil all follow the same WS path. Keep a clear canvas as your redraw allow clear canvas as written. Well, don't you think that if I call clear canvas every time, so whenever I draw the pencil, the clear canvas is going to be called a lot of times, and it will cause the hanging issue? For typical whiteboard canvas size and number of shapes, clearing and redrawing every frame change is standard practice and does not hang the app if done correctly. Why clear plus redraw is usually fine. Control X clear rect 0 width height is very fast and heavily optimized in browsers. The cost is usually dominated by how many shapes you draw afterward, not by the clear itself. Games and many whiteboards redraw the entire scene every frame using this exact pattern. Your app only redraws over on pointer moves, which is less frequent. Okay. When it does shutters come from either huge numbers of primitives or thousands of tiny pencil segments, or that's what I'm doing. A huge numbers of primitives, thousands of tiny pencil segments, or very big canvases, doing expensive work inside each frame. JSON parsing networks. You are only efficient rectangle. You are already efficient for rectangle circles. Just redraw shapes for pencil. You can. Let me check what it actually understands by pencil. Give me the shape for the pencil to save in the DB. I think it simply understands that I want to make a line or something. For your use case, knew that. For your use case, treat pencil stroke as one shape with many points, not many tiny segments. Pencil XY, pencil shape, pencil point full stroke path. It will have points. Color thickness created, okay. It will have pencil points. This is not what I want. Full stroke path. I want pen type something like whenever doesn't matter what I draw, whether I draw the shape of somebody or I draw anything, ultimately that is visible. Will this pencil shape solve that problem? Because I think I can only draw lines with the help of it. I won't be able to draw the shape of anything. Hmm. Yes, pencil shape made of points is exactly what you need. Huh? Typed freehand text is just lots of small line segments, and storing all those points lets you replay the entire drawing, including letters. Why this works for handwriting: when you write hello with the pen tool, you are not placing a font, you are drawing a continuous path of that happens to look like letters. Tools like Excalidraw and draws store that path as an ordered list of points, okay, or a processed stroke, then reconstruct it when rendering. With pencil shape, this you can draw any squiggle letter shape because the stroke is arbitrary. Save that a single object in DB and broadcast it once on load. You iterate points and render. Okay, separate text tool versus pencil. If you also want editable typed text, change a font, edit the content later. There should be separate text shape with text font size, font family, etc. and render with fill text term. The pencil tool covers all freehand content, sketches, arrows, underlines, annotations, and handwriting that does not need later text editing, only moving. Okay, just a sec. One more thing. Which database should I use, MongoDB or Postgres? How will I save array in Postgres? I mean, how will I save arrays in Postgres? Postgres you can store arrays directly using the built-in array. Any scalar. ID, room ID, points, JSON, not null. Array of x by points serialized as JSON, or use JSON-B for the whole shape. They can be serialized as JSON. Here, points is one JSON value that itself contains arrays, which is usually nicer for complex shapes. Okay. Int array. If you want native array, example of numeric array columns, create table. Nums is gonna be array. You insert array or object. Insert this. We can even do this. Didn't know this, yeah. We can insert arrays. Which one is better way? Directly inserting the arrays or creating an object and then inserting? Which one is better way? Directly inserting the arrays or stringify the array and then save? Or stringify the array and then save? For your case, do not stringify manually. Store arrays as proper Postgres types, JSON-B or native. When saving shape points, best option for flexible strokes is points, JSON-B, not null. Use JSON-B column and send your JS array as a real JSON value via the driver. Postgres passes stores it in binary, which is efficient. Okay, manually JSON justify into text. Give me an example doing that. Oh, JSON B. We like to change many things right now. Turns out to be like this. You can know that, like, I have to change my database schema. Insert into ID, room ID this, and then this is XY, 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 XY. Inserting from node TypeScript. We have points. Once we have points, Prisma pencil stroke create. We got the data. We are just saving the pens. Okay, my god, interesting. We are even saving thickness of that. We are saving the color. We are saving the thickness. We are saving the points. These many things. Okay, it turns out to be like this. I'll have to change my database, and then I'll have to use JSON. Oh, things are gonna be like this. And then I have to get the things from there. All the things are gonna be there once I've got those things. And one more thing, I got the room ID, I've got the points, color, thickness. So this is for pencil. All the lines are gonna be in just one. It means as long as we keep moving the mouse, all the data is stored in the points, and then that is saved in the DB. Then when we click on the mouse again and then start moving, then that will be saved in different points, and that will be saved in different row of that Postgres. Yes, that's the idea. One stroke, 1 dB now. While the mouse is down and moving, keep pushing X, Y points into in memory array for the current stroke only. Do not touch a dB yet. When the mouse goes up, you finish the stroke and then save the Postgres data. Nice plan, by the way. And for this thing, I need to change the dB and all. How long has it been? 1 hour and something. I'm gonna take a break for 10 minutes. Not even 10 minutes, just 5 minutes. Then I'll be back. Then I will change the database. Changing not just the database, I'll have to change many things actually. So let's get it done. That's not really a big thing. We'll get it done anyhow. Let's set a timer.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
That's good.
I'm sorry. Really sorry for that. That was mistakenly played. It was being played, so I thought I was speaking. I hope right now I'm clear. Circles are here and pencil is here. I'm actually talking about enum here. Shape type. What is the problem? Either validating. This line is not an enum value. That's right. Where am I even getting the enum? Is that clear? Right? Am I audible right now properly? Mainly want to define this particular thing. Let's see how we can do it. Enum blocks exactly how they define enum in your Prisma schema. It's valid. Really? Let's keep it at the top. I think this is how it is. I don't know whether this is how it's defined or not, but I can just check this thing out. Let's keep it at the top. Enum schema. Yep, audible. That's great. Good to know that. Prisma client shape schema.prisma. That's the same file I'm in. Right, circle and pencil. I'm not sure whether it's giving me the right thing. Okay, let's do one thing for now. Let's remove it. I can chat. This time it's not chat. This time it's a shape, and I'll have to change many things here. Okay, never mind. Let's start it from the beginning. Data source I have user ID, username, name. Okay, photo optional, rooms, chats. That's not gonna be chats. That's gonna be shapes for now. And we have this shape, and the second thing is gonna be room. Will also have shapes only, and that will be an array for sure. That will be an array. Okay. And over here we are getting. Do I have chat anywhere in my application? Where I don't. Okay, that seems to be fine. And once this thing is done, then I should be able to just. Have you completed front end? Front end learning or the front end of this application? What are you talking about? Like the front end learning I have completed, or the front end of the application I have completed? Let's do one thing. I will have to reset my data for sure. So cd, I have to go inside this db ls pnpm prisma reset. What was the command? I don't even know the command now. Prisma, let's try to migrate it. I will automatically get the command. pnpm prisma migrate there. It's gonna work fine. By the way, what you asked, like, have you completed a front end? So if it is about are you sure you want to create? Yeah, migration name is gonna be modify schema. Done. Great. Yeah, so fast. Let's check whether it has changed or not. We have pencil db. This is not pencil db. This is the draw app thing. Let's close everything from here. Close all. Don't save. Link dot chat. By the way, you didn't reply. Like, if you are talking about the learning of front end, that's done. Yeah. But I need to work on the projects. But if it is about front end of this project, that is half completed. What is the problem? Public chat. Sorry. Chat. Is this okay? Is still the problem that select everything from this. It was like this or something. Chat. Chat. We have data. don't save. Let's take out the rooms right now. So it's like select everything from public and then room. Okay, for user I should be able to get the users, and for chats let's refresh it first of all. Okay, chat does not exist now. Yeah, that's right. And right now there is something else, that is shape. I should refresh the whole database. So we have got shape right now. That was the problem. We got shape here. These things, so we have these three. When it comes to the user, when it comes to the rooms, we have one room. Okay. But inside room, the room should have shapes as well. What about the users? Oh, this is what we have. What about the shape? There is nothing inside shapes. Okay. So ultimately nothing changed inside the users and rooms. That is why the data is still persisted. Okay, let's simply go ahead. This thing is done. And what is the next step? Close everything. Once this thing got done, then I have to go to HTTP server first of all. I'll have to make some changes. Oh my god, I just started learning front-end 2 weeks ago. I'm struggling with writing on CSS code, but I can understand it very well. Do you have any advice? CSS. At the end of the day, right now I'm using Tailwind CSS, but of course you do not use the same CSS. Like, you just get the basic knowledge and then you start building the projects. Just make basic projects, and yeah, whenever you get stuck, you can just search the thing like, okay, I got stuck here, how can I just resolve this problem? And this way you just keep learning. I really struggle a lot initially, but right now I'm using Tailwind CSS. So it's just like CSS only. It's not like there is difference. Both of them, it is just easy to write. Tailwind CSS is easy to write, but it's simple. Initially things get harder, that is true. Even I faced that, but keep working on the projects. Whenever you get stuck, search on Google, and then you will get the results, and this is how you just keep learning. The most important thing is the projects. The more you work on that, the easier things will become. But if you are just learning and not working on the projects, I did it in my learning time. Like, I just kept learning and I didn't work on the projects much, and then I really struggled a lot because of this. So it's better to work on the projects along with learning. Rather work on lots of projects, make lots of sample websites, like just create the clones and all. It will really help. Oh, by the way, yeah. By the way, don't worry. It seems hard initially, but slowly it gets easier. We are here index.ts, and what are we getting whenever we have sign up? For sign up, we are prisma.user. That's great. Sign up is not a problem. Signing is not a problem. Room, even that is not a problem. I'm using room here. Chats, that could be problematic, and even not chats right now. I want chats room ID. I can say canvas room ID, because that is the thing that's going to be. Ultimately I'm changing many things right now, crazy stuff, but okay. Canvas and room ID, I will enter the name and then I will get the room ID for that particular canvas. Yeah, canvas is going to be better here. And chat, this chat is not there anymore. There is something called shape, but I'm getting the error because I haven't generated the clients yet. So let's do that thing too. For the clients, I need to go back to DB. I'm already inside that. pnpm prisma generate needs to generate clients. Client is also generated. That means I should not be getting this problem. And if I'm getting it, I'll install everything. Maybe pnpm install. Okay, pm build it. I will face the errors while building it. There's high possibility of it. Yeah, knew that. Checks. So it's time to, yeah, shape is done. Where else do I have chats? Room slug. We are getting the slug, then we are creating the room. Okay. And once the room is created, send the room, and that is it. Okay, this thing is done. Save chats. Oh, they have chats. When do we need save chats? We don't need to do that actually. Save chats is not needed in this particular section. So let's remove it from here. So this much is done. Let's try to build this and then see whether we get some errors or not. Alrighty, I hope it's gonna be built. Almost done. It's just finishing writing the cache and all, and that is done. That means there are no issues. Ultimately, front end, this HTTP backend is great. It's working fine. How about the WS server? Where is that? WS backend, HTTP backend. Okay. Index this file. Chat is also here. Okay. So what was I building? I was just building a draw. I was building draw. Still fetch that. Not a problem. So .env interface is here. Check the user, of course I will have to send that. The error, if there is an error, got the URL, got the token, checking the user, pushing the users to WS, connection users, okay, everything's great. Just wanna search chat somewhere if that is used. So this is the first thing. That would be like shape this time, and I'll have to write everything from scratch. Not scratch actually, but I'll have to make lots of changes. So when it comes to WS, what all I'll be getting from the backend, like from the front end side. This is what happens if you actually change the whole process of making the things in between. So I need to have that schema in mind. And where is that schema? Packages, db, Prisma, and this is the prisma.schema file. Let's keep it on the right side. And as per the schema, I have to just change the things. From the front end side, what all I'll be getting? I'll be getting the room ID, I'll be getting the type, I'll be getting the data, color, thickness, string, all these things. This much I'll be getting. So first of all, I have got a socket connection, nothing is to JW2. Should I start learning JavaScript after 2 to 3 CSS projects? Would be great actually. Using JavaScript, you will be able to make more like advanced projects, so it's better. You don't need to have 100% command over CSS. Even if you know just 50%, even if that is 40%, that doesn't matter. You just know CSS, how it works. You even learn JavaScript. Don't learn 100% CSS. That is not possible in one go. So yeah, learn JavaScript would be great. If you just build 2 to 3 projects, that's more than enough. Learn JavaScript, then start building some projects where both the things are being used, JavaScript as well as CSS. So this way you can go on. Listening, great. This is just the interface. I can just keep it on the top, but okay. These are the users. As far as checking users, it simply gets the token. JWT is simply decodes the token and returns the user ID. Got that? It simply returns the user ID that is saved. Okay. When it comes to connection, the error message here sending token request. Where do you live? Madhya Pradesh, Satna. Not exactly in Satna. I'm in my village. But yeah. What about you? Request URL. I got the request. I got the URL. Once I got the URL, new URL search parameters, I'm simply splitting that, and then I'm getting the token. Once I got the token, I'm checking the users. Once I'm checking the users, it returns the user ID. Once I got the user ID, if user ID does not exist, I'm simply closing the WebSocket. If that does exist, then I'm simply pushing the user to the array. Then user ID goes there, rooms goes there, WS WebSocket connection goes there. Okay, console.log. Okay, this is just optional. Then ws.onMessage. As soon as I get the message, I get the data. This time I will be getting many fields inside data, like I will be getting what all. Once this data is actually parsed, that means there is would I be getting room ID? Yeah, parsed data. I mean Uttarakhand, current in 10th class. Not bad. Yeah, you are in 10th class and learning all this stuff. Few people learn the stuff you are learning right now. So great job. Keep up the good work. What all will I be getting? What all I'm getting right now? Pass data type I'm getting. Type I'm sending, message I'm sending, and room ID I'm sending if I'm not wrong. So pass data, room IDs, yeah, that's right. So these are the things I'm sending, and right now I will be getting room ID here, I will be getting type here, I will be getting data, I will be getting color, I will be getting thickness, and created by, of course I will be getting user, created by, but these things are the part of the shape, ultimately message. So this is the message, ultimately data. Inside that, what can I say? Just a sec. Okay. Ultimately these many things I'm saving inside that. So this is all about the data thing, and not only this thing I'll be getting, and this data will be here. Currently what all I'm sending, just a sec. I'm doing nothing actually, bro. I'm just learning. Paste to TSS. If I were doing a job, I would not be coding here. I would be doing my own things. Canvas. As soon as it reloads, I send a request. That request can be to join a room. Game. Initialize it few pages earlier. I have a use effect here. What else? Where am I sending a request to join the room? I have just game here directly. As soon as the page reloads, I should be joining the room. So this is here. Type join room. Room ID is this. Okay. And when it comes to chats, so I send the message join room, not chat, room ID. Where am I sending the message for the chats? Okay, canvas class, that is this. So here I am, and when on mouse up I send the data, right? So mouse down, mouse move, mouse up. Here I'm sending the data, that data is being sent here. So ultimately I'm sending type, I'm sending message, I'm sending room ID. So ultimately in the data section 3 things are being sent right now. Okay, and message is containing the type that, okay, the message is containing everything. Okay, and this time my Prisma contains the type, and that is the type of, like, database contains the type, and that is the type of the shape. First thing is this, and second thing is the data that it needs. So data will be there, color it needs, thickness it needs, created by, and room ID. They don't need to be there. Inside shape, I have messed up with the code, I know that. That means it's gonna take time. Okay, what was that? DBs, Prisma, schema Prisma, open this. How have we defined the shape? Type is being saved here. Data is also being saved here. So inside data you will be getting the data. That's great. You are getting just the data. Data means all the coordinates. Okay, and inside type, how about just working on it from the beginning? Will take lots of time. Like whatever you made, that is great, and if you just start working on it, it will again take time. So it's better to just work on the things from the beginning and design everything, but we can make it better, right? So this can also be done. The only problem is this, the way I have generated the shape. So inside the shape, I'm saving the room ID, type I'm saving, that's okay, but by default type is that. Thickness created by string. Okay, message type I can name that. What is the name of this? And shape type, they are gonna be two things. So ultimately let's go to the WebSocket. Here it is. What all I'll be getting here? First of all, I will get the type, and type is mainly going to be message type. What is the type of the message? This is the first thing. Then I need to have room ID, so I will be sending the room ID, and after that I need to have data. What all will that data contain? That's another thing. That particular data will have the remaining stuff. Type room ID user join room when okay, type shape add. First one, the second one is shape add, and type is this. Add this, finish the shape, rectangle, circle, pencil stroke. From your current architecture, you mainly need to send a join room, add, finish the shape, update or delete, shape update, shape delete, room ID and shape ID you need to send. I want to build clone of X. Give on intro. Okay, these many things we are sending. When the focus is not on them right now, the focus is on adding the things. Shape dot add. Once I got the data, then I will be checking the type of that. Both of them will contain the type, and I will get the shape. Okay, so ultimately I'm getting these things. I'm getting shape here, and when it comes to the shape contains the ID, any random ID. Okay, it will automatically be created in the database, so I don't need to worry about that too. But yeah, if it has, that's great. Then type can be rectangle, circle, pencil, etc. Then it has data can be this or this or this. Then it has color, it has thickness, and it has created by the data that's actually getting saved, and it has created at. Okay, from the front end side I will not send the ID. Okay, I will send the data, color, created by I will not send this thing, and created at I will not even send this thing. It will automatically be saved from my side here. So these many things are here. This much I will be getting. Once this thing is done, join room, pass data.type join room, const user is equal to user.find. Simply getting the user with the help of the WebSocket. Ultimately the WebSocket got saved initially, so whenever that user is sending the request to join the room, I'm simply checking whether the user exists, if that exists. So if not, user rooms includes this user.rooms push pass data.room ID. And send the message you have joined the room. So user rooms includes pass data.room ID. First of all, I will check whether rooms include this particular ID or not. If they do not include, simply send the message by pushing the ID that you have joined the room. Great. Second, leave the room. Const user users.find, got it. If there is no user, return it. And user.rooms filter, and I'll get a room. I will just filter, right, where our room is not equal to pass data.room ID. So ultimately that particular room needs to be removed. So user.room is equal to remove that particular room ID. So I have to filter where the room that I have that is not equals to pass data.room ID. That's great. You have left the room, that's okay. These things are working well, don't have any problem with these two. And over here, use queues here. Let's forget about the queues for now. Await Prisma clone shape. Here I have to save the data, and data can be what? First of all, the data needs to be saved inside shape right now. Okay, and shape needs to have type. Okay, shape needs to have room ID. It will have shape itself. Not really, sorry, my bad. It will have ID will be made already. It will have a type, it will have data, it will have color, it will have thickness, and it will have created y, and created ad will automatically be created, something like this. It will have this much data. By the way, db / prisma, this particular file over here, created at string, created at is going to be, first of all, sorry, created at, where is that? I have id, room id, type, color. Created at is not here. Created at, that's gonna be date by default. That will have now date, that's wrong, date time. How about this? Is this okay? Okay, let's see, is this right? So this thing is done. Yes, okay, this thing is done. Yes, created is correct syntax. This sets the field to automatically use the current server timestamp when creating records without providing a value. Use notes Prisma translator. The default now to database native defaults like current timestamp for support. Prisma translates default to database native defaults like current timestamp for supported provider Postgres MySQL. Multiple now fields on the same model may have slight timestamp differences due to execution order, though they typically identical npx. Okay, got that. So this thing is done right now. Let's go back. We have data, we have type. Where are we getting the type from? We are getting the type from the parse data. So parse data, I will be getting type, I will be getting data, I will be getting color, I will be getting thickness, I will be getting created by. Do I need to send this thing created by? The user is already here. It's better to send it from that side to created by. It will not have that, and I will be getting all these things from parse data. Parse data itself will have a type, and if that parse data type is equal to chat, then I can just simply go ahead. Okay, that's great. And the type. Shape delete, shape update, and I can just make a shape chat. Chat means it's simply chatting. The bigger question is that created by this thing, I don't need to add this, it will be automatically added. And if I send a type, room ID, shape ID, and patch for updating, new props, shape update, shape delete. I haven't even thought of deleting that. How will I delete those shapes? I will simply send a chat request and when the chat request is arrived. It's better to use this one, shape.add. Type is gonna be shape.add. Ultimately we want to add, we have two, we have join room, we have leave room. Shape.add, which means inside this I will be only adding the stuff, and then I will have other ones to just do the other stuff. Okay, shape add, this thing is here. Once it's equals to that, I will be getting type, data, color, thickness from that, because we have three things. We have type, shape, room ID. So shape is equal to await prisma shape.create. I'm creating the shape. I've got the type, I've got the data, I've got color, I've got thickness. What else do I need to have in here? Room ID is something that I need to have. Type, data, color, thickness is great. You need to have created by string. That is not supposed to be a string. Created by is going to be a string because the user is a string, and here I'm saying that user created by references to the ID of the user. Okay, that's great. This thing is done. So in here I need to send a few more things. Let's even do it. I will automatically come to know. It does not work, really? We need to add room ID. How will we get the room ID? Room ID that will come with this pass data. We've got this much. Are you sure? From pass data I will get type, I will get room ID, and I will get shape. Only this much. And from shape I will get the remaining things. Const what are the remaining things? First of all, type. Another type, that's gonna be crazy. I don't even need to get anything out of shape. Just type is here, room is here, shape is here. Shape has its own things. If type is equal to pass data dot type, so I got type, I got room, I got shape. I don't need type in here at all, but I need these two things. I need room ID and I need shape. Once I have these two, first of all it needs room ID, and second thing it needs the things inside the shape. So I can simply do shape here. Yes, HAPE. What is the problem? New shape. So I'm getting this thing, and shape consists of many things. Apart from that, shape has type, shape has data. What all the shape contains? Type, data, color, thickness. These things it already has. So let's move it to this side. Shape has type, data, color, thickness. Done. Shape does not have created by, so I will have to use this here. Do I have user here? Yeah, I will have, but I will have to look for his name. The name is not present here, so I will be getting the name from the front end side only. That will not be a good idea. User means it will contain the user ID in the form of string. How will you get the user ID? You can send the user ID from the front end side. That's right too. Once I have the user, I can get the user ID too. And once I got the user ID, I will be sending the user ID to be saved here. And inside save we do need to have a user ID. So kind of user ultimately created by is also going to be present here. It's better to do we get the created by here, ultimately the user ID here? Yeah, I think we have that. We have the user ID. This is the user ID, and then we'll have to actually find the user. How will we find the user? With the help of the WebSocket connection. If the WebSocket connection is right, that means I can find the user the way I have found the user here using this. So once pass data is here, I can find the user, and once I found the user, users.find, and that user contains the user ID. So created by is going to be user ID, something like this. So ultimately I've got the new shape, a new shape ultimately that's been created. Once the new shape is created, I'm just simply, if there is error, I'm just simply error message, and users.forEach I'm getting the user. If user.room includes this, user ws.set json.stringify, type chat message this, and room ID this. Instead of message I will be sending shape. What all does the shape contain? Shape contains lots of things, and the most important things are this type. It has type, it has data, it has color, it has thickness, and these are the things that I need. So I will be sending it back. Once this thing is done, close, removing that. Okay, authentication page might be persisting. So this is quite done right now. Again, I'll have to change many things, but at least right now things are okay. So let's do one thing. Code explanation. This time I need to keep some of the things in mind. First of all, this thing I will be getting it done later. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. And in here, what I'm saying, what the hell? Okay, what I'm sending from the front end side. So from front end side, let's keep it this much. From front end side I will be sending data, and that data will contain type, that will have a type, that will have a shape, and that will have a room ID, something like this. When it comes to the shape, so the shape will have type, that shape will have data, the shape will have color, and the shape will have thickness. So this thing is done right now. From front end side I am going to be sending this much. It's better to have together. Front end. This thing is done right now. What else? Anything else? It's already 12:48. Once this thing is done, I'm getting that here, and once I message type room ID, shape ID, thickness, done. What is the next step that I have to just go on? Let's go to HTTP server and get the remaining things done. We are inside HTTP server, and when we are signing up, we don't need to worry about anything. We only need to worry about room creation, that is done. Canvas room ID, we can generate the room ID for the canvas, and then shape. Now just simply find many where room ID is this inside the canvas, and done. So this thing is also done. That means I can simply start working on the front end side. Yeah. So let's work on this. This time it's gonna be a little different. Canvas, we are here. We are getting the room ID. Once we got the room ID, we are getting inside the room canvas. Once I am inside the room canvas room, then I'm actually creating a socket connection, and the socket connection of that user, that's okay. ws.open, as soon as it opens, I'm sending a join request and simply joins the room. Set.socket ws is here. Great, I got the WebSocket connection. Once I got the WebSocket connection, okay, sending the image params, then room ID is here, socket is here. Let's go inside the canvas. Inside the canvas I have tools. Tools are 3: circle, pencils, reactor. Okay, many things have changed though. Most of them I don't even need, like none of the top ones. So let's remove these things from here. As I'm working on this project, so I will make it functional and then I will restart the things. So this thing is done right now. Type tool, circle, pencil, select okay. And this thing, okay, I don't need to worry about it now. So this thing is here, and room ID, socket, canvas ref. We've got the we already have canvas here, if I'm not wrong. At the end, yeah, we do have canvas, and that is why I'm getting the canvas ref. Once I have selected tool, I can easily select the tool from here, and the game I need to have, because I need to remove some of the methods ultimately. Yeah, so use state, use vector, game set tool, ultimately set tool, game dot set tool. Whenever select tool changes or whenever the game changes, set tool is set tool method is run of the game class, and tools dot circle, this is by default here. That's great. Once this thing is done, this is the first use effect. The second use effect is this, that if the canvas ref changes, at that time I have to create a new instance of game, and I have to destroy the previous one. Destroy, ultimately what it stands for. Destroy means it's gonna remove all the, whenever it leaves, it's gonna remove all the methods, event listeners connected, if I'm not wrong. That exactly does the same thing. It simply removes the event listeners here. So this thing is also done, so don't need to worry about it. And then simply this canvas is here, and then top bar is selected from this one. Don't need to worry about this one because it's easy peasy. Things are getting selected. Send in the selected tool and set selection. Set selected tool that has its own type. It has its own type dispatch selected tool, and it's working pretty fine. Okay, this thing is done right now. What now? Canvas. And then only everything happens inside the game class. That's it. I'm just calling the game class. Once I'm calling the game class handles everything. Class handles everything ultimately. So when I actually go inside the game class, it actually takes a canvas current ref. Ultimately it takes the canvas, it takes the room ID, it takes the socket. Because I need to send socket request, I need to have room ID, and I need to work with canvas. That is why it's taking all of them. Let's go to canvas class. Shape I already have here. This thing. Once I have those points, it will just simply connect those points, starting, ending, ending, starting. It will have points, but those points will be only XY. the shape that I need to send, that will have okay, so the shape that I'm sending, that will have few things. Type it will have shape will have its own type, and it will have room ID. All these things are going to be inside the room ID will be sent by default, so I don't need to worry about that. This is the shape message that will be actually sent from this side, or the shape that needs to be inside that. So that particular shape will have type as, it will have data, and it will have color, it will have thickness, something like this. And as for data type is going to be, data type can be anything, like depends, it can be either for rectangle data type, can it also have points, data, this type circle, type pencil, inside that I will be sending points. Okay, so I can say type rect data. If that is rectangular, then the type is gonna be rect data, but all will have, it will have X, that will be number, it will have Y, that will also be a number, it will have width, that will be a number, it will have height, that will be a number as well, something like this. Our data type is going to be rect data, color is going to be string, and thickness is going to be number, something like this. Well, this thing is going to be string, this thing is going to be a number. So this is how I have to go ahead, rect data type. And or I can make it like this, because this will be same for all, rect data, and then type circle data. Circle data will have a center X, so yeah, let's name it center X, will be a number, center Y, it will also be a number, and then it will have a radius, it will also be a number, something like this. So it will have these three things. So it can either be this, or it can be circle data, or it can be another thing. And this rect thing, type can be either rect, type can be either pencil or circle, or type can be circle, rect, pencil. Let's make it better. This thing is done. Circle is here, radius is here, and as for the points, it will have these things. Let's remove this much from here. Okay. And one more thing I need to have, circle data is here, then type pencil data. Pencil data will have points, and points will be a type of array, and it will have x points, and x will be number, y will be number, and it will be array of it. And pencil data, and this can be pencil data. So ultimately this is the shape type that's going to be now. And what else does the shape include? I think it includes only this much: type, data, color, thickness. It only includes this much. That's great. Then whenever I'm sending shape, that will be of this type. Okay, great job. This thing is done. Then what happens for the first time whenever I reload the page? First of all, whenever I'm editing it, init set tool. Okay, set tool will be set. That's all right, not a problem. I need existing shapes. First of all, I'm getting the existing shapes, and then I'm clearing the canvas. But okay, let's check this thing out. Whenever I'm clearing the canvas, many things are going to be changed. This dot set, this dot with canvas. Okay, done. Stroke style is okay. This dot existing shapes. First of all, I'll be getting shapes. That shape will contain its type, so that's great. This dot set ex dot. Okay, shape will have what? If it is a rectangle, it will have x. If it is a rectangle, it will have x. It will have y. What is the problem? Shape x does not exist on type shape. It does not exist on type shape. What is the shape type? Shape type is this: data. Shape dot data dot something. Okay, let's do it. So over here, const, what all do I need to have? I need to have x, I need to have y, I need to have width, I need to have height. All these things will come from shape dot data dot that's it, shape dot data. Once I have these things, I will make it easier to read, and it will go on like this. What is the problem right now? This shape dot data, it has the type shape. The shape that I am getting, existing shapes. What will I get from the, where am I getting these existing shapes from? This as type shape. What is the type shape? Type shape is this. Existing shapes has type this. It has type, it has data, it has color, it has thickness. It has type, it has data, and rect data. It can be either rect data, and rect data has x, y width. So what is the problem here? Property width does not exist on rect data, circle data, and pencil data. Okay. It can be rect data. Rect data means this. shape.data should be fine. If I just use this much, will it be okay? Well, at that time it's fine, but if I use that, it's gonna be problematic thing. It can either be this side, data can be of this side. I think data.rect data. Yeah, sorry. Data dot rect data. How about this? Rect data does not exist. That is just a type. That is true. What can I do? Shape type can be rect, circle or pencil. Okay. Rect data is this. Read only array of this. I have shape that can be rect shape, circle shape or pencil shape, and then pencil shape, extend base shape. It's all about the class thing, shapes. Let's do one thing in order to make it easy to read. Types. Let's create this, and this will be shape.tsx ts. First of all is this type shape type. Shape type can be either rect or it can be circle or it can be pencil. This thing is done, and I have different data as interface rect data. Rect data is equal to x number y number width number and height. This is actually going to be number. So this thing is clear. Similarly, I have circle data and I have pencil data. Interface circle center x number, center y, that's gonna be number, radius, that's gonna be number 2. This thing is also done. Third, I have pencil data. Interface pencil data, and it will have all the points, so it will have just points only, and that's gonna be read only array, and this array is going to be combination of x and y. X is gonna be number, y is going to be a number. So this thing is done. These many things I've done. So let's create the base shape. Interface base shape. This shape contains everything. This contains color. Color is going to be string type. It contains thickness. It will be of number type. This is the base shape that I have created. Now I can create different ones. The other data, right? So interface rect shape extends base shape, and I can have type, and that's gonna be rectangular here, and data is going to be rect data. Easy. Rect shape is here. Interface circle shape extends base shape, and type is gonna be circle, and data is going to be circle data type, something like this. So data is going to be circle data type. What is the data type? Okay, that's great. Circle, good job. And then interface pencil shape extends base shape, and then it will have type pencil, and data will be type pencil data, and these things are done. Type shape is equal to rect shape or circle shape or pencil shape. This thing is done. I need to export it from here, so export it from here, and this thing is done. When it comes to shape, so this is of this type. Still, if I use that again, this shape will come from the outside. I got the shape here. Once I got the shape here, am I still getting the error there? I'm not getting the error there. Shape is of type this, and this can be this type or this type or this type, and type is clearly mentioned there. What was the problem with my previous types? The problem with the previous types was this is the shape, and you are saying that type can also be this thing, data can also be this thing. It's completely confused. Let's make it like this. These are the data types. Create the shapes of them. Like this is not the way. Create proper shapes. And once the proper shapes are created, then do that. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay. What is this now? Let's remove it. As for the shape, I will be getting from here. This thing is done, and this thing is working right now. And the thing is that I need to have center x, center y. So const center x, center y, and radius, I will get them from shape.data. And once I got those values, DDT, remove these things. This simply give the value center x, center y, math, and then phi. So even let's make it better. 2 multiplied by math dot phi. So this thing is done. And as for this thing, as for pencil, I will be getting pencils. Then this is how it's gonna be going ahead. Then I will be getting points only. So points is equal to shape dot data dot points. So it will be like this. I've got the points from there. Shape dot data dot points. Yeah, once I got the points, then I had to the main question is that how can we draw with the points. This is something that I think it could be like starting and ending point. You draw with points by connecting them in order for a path. Draw strokes, it has points. If I have these points, then first of all I have context, then I have given points, the type is this. Points dot length is less than 2, simply return it. Otherwise line width round join, line join round, line cap, begin path, move to, so points 0 x, points 0 y is the starting point. Then line 2 will be points I x and points I y. It will just keep increasing. Well, yeah, it will work. See, test of stroke. So ultimately both the ways are there. Let's go with this method and I will try that method out too. So this is how it's gonna be going on. That's great. So like this one can be the easiest way to just draw the things. There can be two methods, both of them are going to be effective, but this one can be the easiest one. Let's use both of them. Let's make both of them working, and then something will make sense. So right now I will be just simply sending points. That's it. Draw line will take only points, and when I send points, then I get two ways to go ahead with the things. Draw line will get points, and then you simply will draw the line. Even whenever we are moving the things, things should be saved, and then we should draw the line. Yeah, it should be like that. Draw line is here. We are getting points right now in here. Okay, once we are getting points, what can we do? Because this is something that's working too. There are other ways also working. We'll have two functions inside this. Okay, we got points, and once we got points, we can have the starting point, ending point as well. Or when we have 2 points, we have to write a formula for it, that initially the points are these, and then the points are these, then the points are these, something like that. So I can make it something like this: for things can be done inside it only. That's true. Draw line, render line, there are going to be two methods I'm going to be using at this time, and then let's see whether it works or not. First of all, let's stop using this draw line I'm just gonna be creating another method that's gonna be draw stroke, draw stroke. Right now this is going to be, even that the remaining one I will make that working. It will simply take context and it will take points. Okay, and when it comes to the points like this, and the type of points is gonna be this, the array. So points are gonna be x number, y number, and this is gonna be the array type when we are actually drawing the strokes. Okay, interesting. Let's get this thing working, then we'll get the another thing working. So what we are doing, first of all we are checking if points dot length is less than 2. In that case return it. Okay, yeah, that's right. ctx dot stroke style, and let's do one thing, even send the ctx along with this. We are sending ctx, and that would be canvas render, something like this. When I've got ctx, let's copy and paste the thing. So आती फोन मत उठाओ, मैं उठाता हूँ. Alrighty, from here on we'll continue. Even let's do one thing, not continue from here. As for this thing, I will be just let's write the formula for this one only, and then we'll simply be going ahead. I hope I'm audible. Okay, so if that is less than 2, that's all right, and after that I will be just simply drawing it. So ctx dot begin path, I have began the path from here. ctx dot move to, the starting point is going to be points 0 on the x dot x, and points 0th index and y. This is gonna be the starting point. Once I have the starting point, I can just simply go ahead for let I is equal to 1, I should be less than points dot length, and I plus plus, and even I can make it a little like this, and right now things are okay. So what I was saying that this, what have I done? It will actually go something like this, and once this is, then I will creating the sub points. So ctx dot line 2, ctx dot line 2, and it will actually have some points. So points dot it is starting at 1, so I, that's it, I dot x, and it will have points dot I dot y. It will be like this, and once all these things have been made, then we'll be calling ctx dot stroke. As simple as that, pretty much easy. As for the color and all, points will not have colors, so I will have to send the colors by default from my own side. I can give the color here. When should we use begin path in canvas context? When we start giving it the methods like move to and line to, or when we start giving it styles. Or when we start giving it styles. You should being path when you start a new independent path or drawing commands such as move to line to, this essentially resets the current path. So okay, that's right. Regarding style stroke, you do not need to call begin path just to apply change style. The begin path method is specifically for starting and resetting the path self, or for starting styles. However, if you want by different styles to separate shapes, you often separate those shapes with the begin path, so that you can stroke or fill them independently. Call begin path when starting, define new path before move to line to. You do not need to begin path just to change styles, but if styles differ, paths separate them using begin path. Okay, got that. So begin path is here. ctx dot stroke style, that's gonna be hashtag fff, and then ctx dot line width, that's gonna be 2, and that's it for now. I will be just saving other things. So this is how it's gonna be working on. I can actually save more things in the sense but okay, let's go with this much only. And as for the ctx dot line join, that's gonna be round for now, and ctx dot line cap, that's also gonna be round for now. So this is, we are going ahead. So almost this is ready. Draw stroke is ready. It will draw all the strokes, and once it simply draws the stroke, then I should be able to get the answer function. Draw stroke with the brainstorm. So points, draw line, yes, using a listing draw line. If you want to keep your brainstorm draw line, just loop consecutive pairs. So ultimately we have context, we have points, we have draw line, sx number, sy number, ax number, ey number returns. Yeah, this is the best thing. It can be done like that too, and that's what I was thinking of doing. P0 is equal to I minus 1. I starts 1, P0, and this, it will keep going on. Amazing. So ultimately both the ways can be used, and that is why I was thinking of doing this. That's great. Using stroke is done, and using brainstorm we can do the same. Good job. So that was it for now. Of course, there's a lot to just get done in this particular project, so we will be working on those. We have Docker and we have Python to just go through, and because of that thing only, I should work only this much today. Tomorrow the remaining things are gonna be continued. As for these tabs, they are gonna be open, so I will be able to have a look at them again. Okay, that was quite insane. I hope I will be able to turn it on. Well, I haven't. But okay, even that's not problematic thing, because most of the things can be solved now on my own. I will be able to simulate, I will be able to draw it. So ultimately things are gonna be okay. I have to just start working on it tomorrow again. So that was it for now. Of course, we have to work a lot on the project. We'll be starting the things again from tomorrow morning. and remaining time we will be focusing on Docker, and we are gonna be working on Python, of course, that we were learning. So that was it for now. Even I'm gonna be just taking a break, and then I'll be back. Let's take a break of around 1 hour, and then I'll be starting by 2:30 or something.